a second brain for students, AI model that has a lot of context on the student, and it's going to help them follow their dreams. And when I say follow their dreams, it kind of sounds cheesy, but it's more about, helping them in projects that they're interested about.
Yeah.
So let's say a student, interacts with this coach and says, I want to be an actor. And the coach says, great, that's very interesting. This is how much actors make in your country and the world. This is how many actors there are. This is how the work landscape, looks like. These are the theaters near your town. So why don't we write a play and try to see if we could sell it to the theaters and launch this play in one of these theaters. Oh, great. Okay, so let's start, writing this play. And then you have this kid interacting with the AI, doing something in the real world, and building his confidence that he can make products, services, and into the real world, right?
And carve their own path as well. I do think, and I can speak from personal experience about kind of more creative subjects as well, because I did artwork in sixth form and I was like 16, 17 maybe. And I think, but if somebody was like given just an ability to explore what their kind of passion was at the start, and then somebody was to say, okay, cool, this is your interest, let me show you how this correlates to actual national curriculum subjects, then they would have like a foundation for understanding why the national curriculum is useful, right? And because if you think about it, like everything is super interesting in the national curriculum. When you get out into the real world and you understand that it actually, science and chemistry correlates to outer space, but it's also on an atomic level, that's interesting. But like when you're sometimes listening to a teacher talk about atoms and stuff and you can't work out the problems, you don't understand the big picture. But I think, if there was a subject where people could kind of have an introspection of their own interests, then it would be a good foundation for seeing the value. Yeah.
Yeah, in my case, I love entrepreneurship, right? And now I know that all of these topics is fundamental to work on technologies that could change the world, and you can build big companies around this knowledge. I would have studied with a lot more enthusiasm if I knew that then I could build companies around these concepts.
Exactly. Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Would you say that the reason that hasn't been put in place is because from a high level, the school system is designed to maybe employ rather than deploy kind of critical thinkers and entrepreneurs?